I'm about a block further up East Washington Avenue at the Four Seasons Car Wash here. You can see there's a sign down that's been blown over. The car wash itself is taped off as a do not enter area, so they might have taken some structural damage. You can't see anything really from where I'm standing. But if I pan along here, you can see that there are trees that are stripped down, busted off. Another one there, dead center, a big chunk of a tree laying in somebody's front yard. Alright, moving on. It's almost like the tornado skipped a block. It maybe took a jump. The whole block across the street from Cress Funeral Home is hardly damaged. But you get over here on the north side of Cress Funeral Home, and you can see the whole top of that tree is snapped off. There's a whole tree down over there right next to the building. It looks like the tornado maybe jumped up over a block and came right back down over here on this side of the street. I'm standing in front of Zhongyi Kung Fu School. They had some damage to their roof, and a tree in the back must have fallen on it. I can't see it from here, and if I go around to the back, it's just going to be blazing sun. But you can see right here along East Wash, there's still some minor damage of stuff and some trees down in the median. But it looks like, oh, well, that roof straight ahead of me, can't really tell in this picture. You can see a little tiny triangle right above that car. That's a piece of roof torn up, and the bottom of that billboard is sagging, and right above it, that tree is actually broken off. After that last stretch, I went about a block down Fair Oaks Avenue, and there was no evidence of any real damage. So that intersection is East Washington and Fair Oaks Avenue, and I'm panning west towards the Access Community Health Clinic, the EVJU Clinic, and you can see that the tree at the corner is pretty well down. This great big oak across the way has significant damage to it, and lots going on. They're already clearing the damage away, but several major branches are down, and at least one is torn off and still hanging up in the tree. The building itself is taped off. Their canopy has been damaged. Looks like it's going to need some work. There's another whole tree right there, basically uprooted. They've already removed most of the tree, it seems. Panning a little along, you can see a tree that's probably dead, or mostly dead, has branches down as well. Continuing on up the street towards the north, we're looking generally towards Highway 51, the intersection of East Wash and Highway 51. So that building dead center is the PDQ store that opened a year or two ago, and it looks like they've got a chunk of their canopy down, and I heard reports last night that they had lost part of their roof. Can't tell from here just how bad it is. Nothing on this side of the street, the O'Reilly Auto Parts and Lake City Glass, none of that seems to be all that damaged. I crossed Highway 51 and am now sitting at the intersection of Mendota and East Washington Avenue. I'm directly across the street from the Hy-Vee grocery store. And it looked like the tornado had gone down Mendota Street here. The damage is less, but different. There are some branches down, no trees down, but over here I saw houses with shingles torn off, and I hadn't seen that anywhere else yet. Wasn't extensive damage, but kind of a pain in the ass to fix, for the homeowner. I'm going to head a little further out East Wash, but it kind of looks like it maybe either dissipated or jumped up into the air again here and landed again in Sun Prairie about 7 or 8 miles from here. We'll see. I'm in the parking lot at Arkand Park, and I haven't seen much evidence of damage along the way from 51 to here, but you can see there's a tree down straight ahead of me, and there's a couple of branches down over this direction. But in general, I'm not seeing any more damage except for that tree that looks like it was in rough shape already. I have reversed my direction. I was headed back East Washington Avenue towards home, and I'm looking at the Access Community Health Clinic, the FJU Clinic, and you can see their picnic tables straight ahead of me. Maybe I can zoom in here a little bit. Are just tossed around and smashed. There's work crews in there with end loaders and chainsaws. Everything's pretty smashed up here. This kind of looks like it took the brunt of it. This is the National Guard building across the street. Doesn't look like they had any real damage. They're doing some construction over there. I forgot to add, it doesn't look like it was the PDQ building on East Washington that was damaged, but the Wisconsin something building that's right next door to it, that's between the PDQ and La Taqueria. That building has a substantial portion of its roof removed, and they're busy putting plywood down on it now.